But I want to thank you all for being here at the 14th Annual Western Hunting and Conservation Expo.
It's so exciting to see all the kids here. I want all of you to understand how important you are to the future of hunting, fishing, trapping.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to KSL Outdoors. We're here. The Western Hunting and Conservation Expo kicked off on Thursday, runs through Sunday, so they still have time, John Bear, to come down here and enjoy the festivities.
Oh man, I tell you what, we got like 500 vendors. Every inch of the Salt Palace is packed with hunting, fishing, guns, knives, anything you can imagine. You got to get down here.
I was noticing there's a big youth area in the back for kids, and kids are a big part of this. Or our future.
Oh yeah, you know, kids are our future. If we don't get kids involved in hunting, hunting's going to go away. We've got to get the youth involved. That's a big part of the expo. You know, there's all kinds of things here your kids will love to see. You name it. Bring your kids when you come down.
Most people are coming down, of course, to apply for those 200 tags. They need to know that the venue's moved a little bit because of construction. It's on the east side now.
Yeah, you go up the escalator. It's upstairs. They got a big room. It's all set up. It's actually going to work really well for us. So yeah, don't let that deter you. Come down, get put in for one of those 200 tags. You never know. Lightning might strike, and you might be the lucky winner.
You might. Hey, and the sheep tags they're giving sheep tags away too on Saturday.
We're doing that Saturday. Full Curl Society. We got, I can't remember, it's 10 or 11 sheep hunts we're giving away in there this year. And you come, you buy your tickets, you go in there, you watch us draw them out, and we're going to make somebody really happy.
Cool. Well, hey, the show's open. I'm going to go.
All right, man.
See you,
Let's do it.
Miles Moretti, the president of Mule Deer Foundation. Pretty exciting time for you guys, man.
I mean, and look at the crowd already this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great. I mean, there is something for everybody here. If you want to book a hunt, you want to buy some new gear, you just try out stuff. And what an amazing show this has turned into.
It really is. The weekends are really fun and packed down here, and what I really get the most enjoyment as is seeing all the kids, all the families.
You know, that's one thing we concentrate on. We're the only show that has really wide aisles, and we do that so we can accommodate the strollers. Strollers and the kids. And we have a youth day today where we're bringing in school kids talking about conservation and wildlife. We have a youth experience here, so come on down, bring your kids. We love kids here.
Yeah, I think I heard something like 500 exhibitors this year.
We have over 500 exhibitors, and we have a waiting list of over 100.
Yeah, that's great.
And we have 82 new exhibitors this year, and it's just amazing the growth, and we'll continue to grow next year.
Hey, we talked a little bit about the seminars. I don't think a lot of people know that there's some free seminars here to talk to some of the guys that are the best at either hunting or fishing, and they can come here and do that.
You know, you can learn how to hunt backcountry survival. You can long range shooting. You know, learn some tips about hunting mule deer, elk. Learn how to call. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can learn. Go to huntexpo.com and look at our agenda, or download the Hunt Expo app, and it got all the times for the seminars.
Very good. Hey, just on a personal note, our good buddy Miles Moretti.
Yep.
He's retiring.
I'm retiring in October 1 after 45 years.
Thank you, sir,
yeah,
for everything you did with the division and Mule Deer Foundation.
All right, thank you.
Hey, welcome back to the Hunt Expo. You know, part of the fun of coming down to the Hunt Expo is checking out all the cool gear. There's a lot of it here, and it'd surprise you how many Utah companies are in the outdoor industry. And one of those, Phone Scope out of Little Beaver, Utah. How you doing, Jason?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, for people that don't know what Phone Scope is, what is it?
So what it is, basically in a nutshell, it's literally just a phone case that your phone clicks into with an optic adapter custom for your optics that allows you to put your phone directly onto your binoculars or your spotting scope. Simply bring up your camera, and just in a matter of seconds, you're taking high quality pictures and videos right through your optics.
Yeah, hunters utilize this a lot for scouting, for hunting, but this is good for birders or people that just want to, you know, be able to
birding,
zoom in.
Astronomy, microbiology, anything that has optics, optical eyepiece, we can make an adapter for.
Very cool. Hey, you guys have a new product. It's called Pyro. What is this?
Pyro Putty. So what this is, it's a waterproof moldable fire starter. So the trick to it is you pull a piece out of the can, pull it apart to expose that fiber, and that piece right there is going to burn for about 7 minutes, so plenty of time to get a really good fire going. It's 100% waterproof, it floats, and it has an infinite shelf life. So you can put this in your four-wheeler or your backpack, and it's going to be there when you need it. It's one of those things we hope you never have to use, but in the instance you do, it's going to work every time.
That's pretty slick. Very cool. Brand new product.
Brand new product. We've been out about a year now, so.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just down the road from Foam Scope in Cedar City is Epic Outdoors. Adam Bronson, how you doing, sir?
Nice to meet you, Adam.
Explain what Epic Outdoors is.
Well, we're a Western hunting publication geared for people that apply in multiple Western states every year. So we cover all the Western states, 9 issues a year, but the first 6 months of the year we're monthly, and break down drying odds, kill statistics, where to go, how the state works. And then we consult with people every day on how to apply. We also have a license application service. Get your applications in. If you're a kind of guy that's just too busy, hire us to do that for you. But we're there to bounce ideas off us. You told me you got like 20 sheep points in Utah.
Yeah.
Talking about places where to apply, where do I best use them. That's what we do. Jason Carter, myself, and our crew. That's what we do it every day. We've been doing this longer than anybody, and we love to talk and research Western big game hunting.
They help you increase your odds, right? To kind of tailor-made the hunt for you. Is that kind of the way to describe it?
Yeah, every hunting portfolio kind of revolves around what's important to you as an individual. If you're hey, I love mule deer, that's paramount to everything. Elk are kind of on the side. If I get a great tag, that's fine. Or I want to be, sheep, mule deer. We can talk about the Western states, which ones are on a higher priority level based on your personal interests. So we tailor a portfolio based on what your interests are now or what you foresee them changing to moving down the road the next 5, 10, let's face it, 20 years. Some of these things are long-term plans.
Sure. Like I was telling you earlier, I got 5, 6, 7 states that I apply. I've missed a couple dates, and you guys give reminders and stuff like that.
That's right. We got text alerts, email alerts, monthly magazine that just lets you, first of the month, you're going to get that magazine, breaks the state down, you know when your deadlines are, you know what the new changes are that year. That's what we do. We live to research Western big game hunting.
And if you come to the Expo, you got to stop at the Mossback booth. Best booth here, some of the biggest animals and some of the biggest crazy men right here joining us. Tony and Doyle, you guys have something special here. What do you got, Tony?
Well, I'll tell you what, Doyle called me up, he said, Tony, I want to do something that no one's done. I want a fully guided San Juan elk hunt given away for this year.
Yep.
So you're going to guide it?
We're going to totally guide it. In September, October, bulls are going to be screaming. It's going to be fully guided, 5 days, food, accommodations.
No kidding.
It's going to be an amazing hunt.
So if people don't draw some of the tags or they can't afford any of the conservation tags, they can come down here and apply for this.
They can. We built the site, mossbackhunts.com. You can get on, you can apply here at the show. It's easy. It's $10 an application.
Okay.
If you apply 10 times, Doyle's arranged this nice Gunworks 28 Nosler, and you got a good relationship with them.
It's the best gun out there, man. That's all we use, so
yeah. And
come
if you
sign up.
Well, no kidding. And Doyle's booth's awesome. And if you can't make it here, though, you can get on mossbackhunts.com. And Adam, you've seen how this stuff works.
I have.
Why not do it for $10?
When's the drawing going to happen?
It'll happen the end of July.
Okay, so we'll know by the end of July. San Juan Elk Ridge tag with Doyle Moss. Are you going to guide it, or you got one of the good guys?
I'll be there.
Welcome back to KSL Outdoors, back here at the Hunt Expo. Conservation is a big part of this Hunt Expo, and it wouldn't happen if it weren't for two organizations, Sportsmen for Fish and Wildlife and the Mule Deer Foundation. Joining us is John Bear. And John, thanks for coming back with us. But like I said, conservation is the key to what keeps this wheel moving.
I tell people all the time, we have wildlife because we hunt wildlife. We got this gorgeous mountain goat right here. There's new herds of mountain goats here in the state of Utah because of our efforts here and because of the efforts of hunters, putting dollars back on the ground, putting new herds in habitat where there's room so that, generations down the road, our kids can hunt those animals. So yeah, it is. It's all about conservation.
I think I was talking to you earlier in that I noticed on SFW's website, $900,000 already this year is slated for habitat and improvements on our landscapes.
We have an endless supply of projects that are in need of funding. And so we're here basically this week trying to fund those projects. It could be a water project, a fencing project to keep wildlife off a highway somewhere, transplants, supplemental transplants, or a transplant where we put, animals in a whole new area. So there is a never-ending supply of projects that are just waiting for us to fund them.
And a lot of people out there might say, well, you're just benefiting yourself. All you're doing is trying to grow more deer, more elk. But they need to realize if you put in a guzzler, that benefits doves, chuckers, all these other even non-consumptive species that people don't hunt get the same benefit.
We never put in a guzzler anywhere that has a trail camera on it where we don't see coyotes, black bears, mountain lions, bobcats, like you mentioned, all kinds of game birds, eagles, robins, starling, you name it. Everything benefits when the habitat is improved. Everything benefits, and you don't have to be a hunter to enjoy that.
Troy Justinson, president of SFW, this is a big reason a lot of people come here. They got the 200 tags, the chance to draw a once-in-a-lifetime tag, a great hunt in Utah.
You ain't kidding, Adam, look at it. We just opened up the show about 30 minutes ago and looked at the lions.
Yeah.
People don't realize how critical this is to wildlife management in the state of Utah. Well over 90% of this goes back in the projects on the ground in Utah. Case in point, we're getting 25 more sheep from the Taos Pueblo Reservation, New Mexico, that are going back on the island. Funded 100% by this.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk, Troy, about some of the entertainment you have this year. You had Little Texas on Thursday, and then you got Chris Jansen tonight.
Yeah, a lot of fun for everybody.
Yeah, it really is. And I think people need to realize, too, that they can bring their kids here and tons of stuff here for kids to do.
You know, we had a podcast this morning with Rob Keck, a podcast that goes back east. We talked specifically about the family and how important it is in the hunting tradition and what the Utah tradition is with family. It's important. It'll always be a big part of this expo.
Yeah. Hey, and on Sunday you still have seminars going on, free to the public to come in and
Free to
enjoy
the
them.
public, man. Yeah, and to put in for these 200 permits, you don't have to buy an admission to the hall if you choose and want to go in there. But yeah, come put in for these permits, help conservation in the state of Utah.
Hey, we're back with Miles Moretti, president of the Mule Deer Foundation. This wall right here represents what?
This is our first attempt at showing the attendees of the show what we do around the West for habitat conservation projects, and this is kind of a visual representation of what we've done the last few years.
Yeah, with combined money, you're near $4 million just in Utah.
Just this year.
Just this year?
Just this year. Oh. That's leveraging other SFW's dollars, state dollars, federal dollars, and we're able to do habitat projects all over the state. And we're pretty proud of that.
Yeah, that's in Utah. California, a little over 7 million.
California has had a lot of big fires and they've been burning up, and they've decided that they got to do business different. So that's all Forest Service, state, California fire, and mule deer money going into those projects.
Yeah, even our buddies right to the north of us here in Wyoming.
We've spent over $2.3 million selling their tags, doing habitat projects.
Yeah, and the big part of that happens, some of it, right here at the show.
A lot of it's raised here, and the auction tags that we auction here, the big game tags at the auction, 93% of that goes back to the state wildlife agencies. Some states require 90%, some states require we turn 100% back. And so it all goes back on the ground.
Every cent. That's
Every
fun.
cent.
Yeah, that's why I think it's important for people to remember. Even the 200 Expo tags, you guys are, some of that money goes back into it as well.
All but just a little bit of administrative cost. All the rest of that, we go back on the ground in Utah.
Hey, thanks, Mal. Great explanation. It's good for people to see where the money goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, hey, I love it. Hey, we hope you had a chance to come down here and enjoy the Hunt Expo. Again, I'm Adam Eagle, KSL Outdoors, reminding you to get with your family, your friends, make some memories outdoors. We'll see you next week. Good night.